We will start with a breathing practice. So we'll start seated. Go ahead and grab proppings that you need to set yourself up in a comfortable seated position. Okay. You can prop your knees under as well with some cushions or a couple of blocks to create a little bit more support. And in addition to boosting immune system, fall really is a time where you naturally want to start to slow down. You naturally want to start to seek a little bit more support for the body as we transition into this next season. And summer was all about active, being outside, being social. Now it's kind of that time before we head into winter, we start to collect ourselves back in. So it's a good time to just, not just in our yoga class, but also other areas in your life, seeking what else can you have a little bit more support, not just for your immune system, perhaps nutrition with some more broths and teas, certain herbs that can also help with that as well, getting more rest and more sleep. So for our breathing practice, we're going to do Ujjayi pranayama, which is really great for the immune system and also a great way to anchor the mind and just generate a little warmth inside the body as the weather transitions. So for the Ujjayi breathing, that breath of victory, you're using a few muscles at the inside bottom of your throat, the same muscles when you quietly cough or clear your throat. So we can try that on your own. So you should feel some muscles right there that slightly constricts. And the constriction is what makes the sound of Ujjayi breath, that sound that similar to ocean waves. Okay. Before we get into Ujjayi breath, we'll just start by establishing our seat, our asana. So getting settled, you can rest your hands down, palms facing down on your thighs. Eyes can be lowered, kind of gazing down or fully closed, whichever is more comfortable, more natural and appealing for you today. Adjust your seat and your position as needed so that you feel like you are in a more grounded position for your body today. And that could even mean getting more or less props. And adjust your position if needed so that you feel a little bit more aligned, however that feels in your body. And I'm not going to give you any anatomy cues for that aligned position. I want you to really go inwards, shift your body a little, make subtle adjustments so that you internally can feel what feels most aligned for you today. And then finally, adjust if needed so that your body becomes just a little softer. And see if that subtle adjustments have any effect on your breathing. So now turning your awareness to your breaths. Inhaling and exhaling without strain or force. And then we'll incorporate Ujjayi breathing now. So if you need to find those muscles again, you can quietly clear your throat, cough. And you might not hear the sound through my microphone here, Okay, but the sound is similar to that of ocean waves and just loud enough that you can hear it yourself. So begin when you're ready, using those few muscles at the inside base of your throat. And keeping your in and out breaths approximately equal in length, not forcing or rushing or straining the breath. And if at any point you find that you are tensing around your jaw, your throat, or your neck, and return to your natural, easy breathing for a few rounds, and then return to the Ujjayi breath. Okay, we want to try to keep the neck relaxed. So continue on your own, a few more. You can listen to the sound created within you. The sound that is like gentle waves coming in and receding. And a few more here. And at the end of your next exhale, you can let that sound just dissipate and return to your natural, easy breathing. Notice what kind of effects that breathing, the Ujjayi breath, has had in the state of your body, your mind, your energy levels. Okay, and if you had your eyes closed, you can allow them to slowly open at this point. We're going to remain seated for just a little bit longer. So if you need to take this time to just let your legs stretch out a little bit or transition on the chair, that's totally fine as well for this next part. Okay. Come back to your grounded, aligned, and soft position. And you're going to rub your hands together. Generate heat between your palms. Once your hands are warm, cup your hands over your eyes with some space between your eyelids and the center of your palms, your eyes closed. And just feel that warmth spread from your hands into your eyes and beyond your eyes. Good. And then go and rub your hands again together, generate some heat. I'll also think of it as like focusing on your body's energy into these two devices here. And then you're going to place your fingertips now to the skull of your head, kind of like prongs, okay? And then scrub all along your scalp, like you're washing your hair. So let your hair get a little messy. Hopefully today wasn't the day where you went to the salon and got your hair done or anything. And I want you to focus a little bit at the bottom area, the back of your head, right where the hairline meets, right here. What you're gonna do is just kind of scrub from the center out towards the ears. You can tip your chin slightly down to do so. And then go ahead and relax your hands back down. And see how that feels around your face, around your head, around your neck region. One more time, rub your hands together. And then you're going to take your left hand to the upper right side of your neck. So your arm goes across the front of your body, across your chest. As your left arm goes across your chest, the other side. Okay, starting at the top of your neck, you're going to gently squeeze and palpate the muscles along the back of your neck, almost like you're trying to pull the flesh away from your neck, or at least away from the center. And you can work your way down towards your shoulder. Continue with easy, natural breathing. And then work your way along your arms, gently squeezing all around your arm. You might start to feel an increased blood circulation rushing down from your head, through your shoulder, down through your arm. Continue down to the lower part of your arm. Continue to squeeze all around. And then once you get to your hand, wrap the hand that was massaging your entire right side around the finger, each finger, and then pull towards the tip of your finger as if you're trying to get something sticky off your hand. Okay, so go maybe 3 or 4 times each finger. And then once you're done with that, shake out the right hand and arm, and then rest your arms back down by your side. Good. We'll do the other side. Okay, rub your hands, generate some heat and warmth. And then bring your right hand to the upper left side of your neck and start to massage the back of your neck as if you're trying to pull the flesh out. Good. And you can continue to work your way down along your shoulder. And down your arm. Squeezing all around your arm muscle. And down your forearm, squeezing all around your forearm muscles. And then once you get to your hand and fingers, wrap your hand around each finger and gently pull towards the tip of your finger 3 or 4 times. Almost like you're just continue that rushing down the blood, down the side of your body, down your arm, and let it dissipate out into the ethers. Okay, and then you can go and shake that left arm out, and then rest your arms and hands back down on your laps or by your side. Should feel quite warm throughout this region. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, okay, focusing on chest just below the collarbone, okay? Really great for kind of circulating, all this great for circulating the lymphatic system. So come a little closer, just underneath the collarbones, so we can poke around and find the center tip of your collarbones. I'm gonna start with your fingertips, 3 fingertips there. So index, middle, and ring finger. And then just gonna lightly tap along from the center of your collarbone outwards towards the upper portion of your armpit. Just lightly tap. And you're gonna go from center, out, back to center, out, center, out. Okay, do that a few more times. Just lightly tapping, no need to pound against it. Okay, and then taking those same fingers, just lightly kind of sweep out. Good. And then go and relax your arms and hands back down. All right. We're going to transition now, lying down on the floor. So you can come off your propping that you've been sitting on and then lie down on your mat. You can place a blanket or pillow underneath your head. Okay, and as you lie down on the floor, you can start by drawing both of your knees into your chest and hold them side by side with your arms, letting your legs maintain in a fairly relaxed position. So you can use more of your arm strength to support your legs and soften your hips, hip creases, spine, shoulders. Just your arms are working. And then very, very slowly, you're going to roll your head left to right, very, very slowly, like you're moving underwater. And as you roll your head, make sure you're not lifting your head and turning your head. You want, it's like a ball, like a bowling ball. As you roll, you should be rolling in new patches of the floor, of the yoga mat, or of the pillow or blanket underneath you. And as you roll, try to keep your jaw, neck, and throat as relaxed as possible. Side to side, left to right a few times here. And keeping your breath easy and natural. Good. One more time each way. And then next time you're at center, just let your head rest there. Okay, with your hands still on top of your knees, you're going to gently circle your knees around in one direction, circling them both together. And then circle them the other way. Okay, set your feet back down to the floor. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Interlace your fingers and rest them on your rib cage, just below your chest. Okay. And then your elbows are going to be resting on the floor by either side of you. As you inhale, stretch your arms up toward the ceiling. Keep your hands interlaced, your palms facing towards you, and let your shoulders lift away from the floor a little bit here. And then exhale, reach your arms back, keeping your hands interlaced as you stretch your arms back. Feel the upper portion of your spine lengthening upwards as well as you reach your arms back. And then inhale, bring your arms back up towards the ceiling, hands still interlaced. So hands actually interlaced at all times throughout this movement. Excuse me. And then exhale, bring your hands back down onto your rib cage. Okay, we'll do that a few times. Inhale, reach your arms up, letting your shoulders lift away from the floor. So you're stretching between the shoulder blades. Exhale, reach your arms back, lengthening through the upper spine. Inhale, bring your arms back up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, rest your hands down onto your ribs. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale, reach back. Inhale, bring your arms back up toward the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to ribs. 2 more times through. Inhale, reach up, shoulders lifting. Exhale, lengthening back, reaching as far back as you can. And then inhale, bring your arms back up toward the ceiling. Keep your neck relaxed. And then exhale, hands to your rib cage. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, reaching back. Good. Inhale up toward the ceiling. And then exhale, hands towards your rib cage. Good. And then can release your hands, okay, from their interlaced position. Rest them back down by your side. And then let your knees gently sway left to right. Just gentle swaying, no need to force them down to the floor. Okay. And then bring your knees back to center. And then bring both of your knees over your hips, but you're going to hold your knees up without your hands, okay? So you're using some hip and abdominal muscles to keep your knees up over your hips like this with your shins level with the floor. You're going to place your arms down by your side, palms onto the floor. And then as you inhale, stretch both of your arms back and your legs up towards the ceiling. Okay, so heels pressing up. And then exhale, bend your knees and lower your arms back down by your side. Inhale and stretch your arms back, legs up. Exhale, bend your knees, lower your arms. Good. Continue. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stretching your legs up, heels up, arms reaching back. Exhale. 2 more times through. Inhale. Lengthening through the upper spine. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Lower your arms, bend your knees. And then gently step your feet back down onto the floor. And sway your knees again side to side like windshield wipers. Okay. And now you're going to bring your knees back up over your hips. Cross your left thigh over your right. Okay, so you're kind of wrapping your legs, intertwining them around the thighs. Okay. And gently bring your knees in towards you, or you can hold your shins or ankles as well to gently draw your legs in towards you to stretch through the hips. If this is not comfortable for your knees in any way, shape, or form, uncross your legs and you can do the figure 4, okay, where you have the ankle crossed over your thigh and then you bring your legs in. Okay, so either way, okay, if you have your legs in that crisscross position, I'm gonna hold for a few breaths. Same thing if you're in figure 4. Shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. Good. And then as you exhale, you're in that crisscross shape. You can unwind your legs, bring them in towards your chest, or if you're in figure 4, lower your feet back down to the floor. And then we'll switch sides. So now right thigh is intertwined over your left. If you're doing figure 4, your right ankle is over your left thigh. And as you exhale, draw your legs in towards you, either holding the knees in, or you can hold the shins or ankles. And then relax your shoulders down. Good. Take a couple more breaths here. And then you can exhale and unwrap your legs. Draw your knees in. If you're in figure 4, you can let that go. And then we'll all bring the knees into the chest and then gently rock side to side. Okay. Roll to one side. Press yourself up onto hands and knees. Then start with the tops of your feet resting down on the floor. Okay, so tops of feet resting down, hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers out. You're gonna take an inhale and let your belly stretch down and chest forward into a gentle cow pose. And then as you exhale, bring your hips back towards your heels, and you can let your forehead rest towards the floor or even on the floor. And then inhale, press yourself back up, back into that gentle cow pose, letting your heart and chest sink. Now this time as you go back, when you exhale, you're gonna have your toes tucked underneath you and stretch your hips back. Your feet get a little bit of that stimulation here. Inhale, coming back up onto hands and knees to cow pose. Tops of your feet down. And then exhale, stretch your hips back. Good. Inhale, coming back up, hands and knees. And then tuck your toes under. Exhale, bring your hips back. We'll do one more time each. Okay, so coming back up, inhale, cow pose, softening your heart down. Exhale, tops of your feet are down the floor now, and then bring your hips back. And then inhale, coming up. And tuck your toes under. And then exhale. And stretch your hips back. Okay, and then as you inhale, you'll come all the way up. Untuck your toes and step your feet forward and come into a little forward bend position. If this is not comfortable for you, for your head to be all the way down, then bring your hands up to your thighs so you're halfway up. Your head is above your heart, above your hips. Okay, either way, keep your knees bent, whether you're here with your hands against your shins, your head lowering down, or if you're up a little halfway, okay? And in both positions, gently walk your legs out, so straightening one leg and then the other. So if your head is a little higher, your hand's gonna be above your knees on the thighs. As you walk out, straightening one leg. If you are down here with your head lower, same thing. Letting your hips stretch side to side as you do this too. Okay, good. And then keeping your knees bent and press yourself all the way up to standing. And then let your arms rest down by your side. Okay, feet hip distance apart. And then we'll just take a moment, just like we did when we were sitting down. You can have your eyes closed or partially closed, gazing down, and adjust your standing position so that you feel the most grounded, or just a little bit more grounded. It doesn't have to be the most grounded, but a little bit more grounded. Okay, so if that means bring your feet a little closer together than hip distance apart, or a little wider apart. Okay, do that. And so you can find your standing position to be a little bit more aligned, whatever that feels like inside of your body. So again, tracking internally what that feels like for you to be aligned, and find it. And then finally, allow your body to be just a little bit softer. Great. And so with our standing poses for everyone, then just regardless of what we do, see if you can keep coming back to this grounded, aligned, and soft stance, even when we're doing something that's a little bit more dynamic and strengthening. Okay, still find this grounded, aligned, and soft stance. So from where you are, go ahead and step your feet out about 2 shoulder width apart, 1 big step each way. And you're going to pivot your left toes towards the left side and right toes about halfway in, so that angle, your hips will be kind of angle, 45-degree angle here. If this is not stable for you, you can step the back foot forward so that you have a little bit more distance between your feet, not in the length way, but so that your heels are not on the same length, in the same track. All right, go ahead and bring your arms up as you inhale. And then exhale, bend into your left knee, spread your arms open. Okay, make sure your body stays centered, so you're not leaning this way out to the left side, you're just kind of sitting down into it. And then inhale, straighten your legs, bring your arms back up. And then exhale, spread your arms out. If you want to bring some neck rotations and mobility into this, you can do that by inhaling, you're gazing forward, arms up, and then exhaling, gently turn your head to look to the left hand. Keep your right foot and leg anchored down. Inhale, turning the head to center if you're moving your neck and head. Otherwise, just keep your head gazing forward. Exhale, gaze out to your left hand. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, opening out. This time we're going to stay in this position. So get into that grounded, aligned, soft stance here. Soften a little bit through your lower back as you have a little bit more support through your lower abdominals. You can gaze forward or gaze towards your left hand. Soften your shoulders, face, and neck. I'm going to do 2 to 3 more breaths here. Spread your toes, strong in both of your legs, and steady in your breath. 1 more. And as you exhale, lower your arms, straighten your left leg, pivot your feet back to center, and return to Tadasana, mountain pose. You can just kind of gently walk in place a few times if you like to sort of reset things a little bit. Okay. And then we'll go and do the other side. Stepping your feet out. big step each way or about 2 shoulder width apart. Pivot your right toes to the right side, left toes halfway inwards. Okay, and just scoot that foot out a little bit to give you a little bit more stability. Okay, start by gazing forward. Bring your arms up, inhale. And then exhale, bend your right knee and open your arms. Okay, make sure you're staying anchored in both legs and not leaning too far into the right side. Then inhale, straighten your leg and bring your arms up. Exhale, open your arms, bend into your right knee. Keep your left foot anchored down your back leg. This one, okay? And then we'll continue. Okay, if you want to bring your head rotations into this, you can exhale and turn your head to gaze at your right hand. And then inhale, when you return with your arms up, you gaze forward. Okay, exhale. If you want to keep your neck in the same position, just keep your head gazing forward, your eyes gazing forward. Good, we'll do 2 more. And next time as you come into this position, opening your arms, you're going to hold. Either gazing forward or towards your right hand and find your grounded, aligned, and soft stance. Grounded through your legs, aligned through your spine, soft through the rest of your body. A few more breaths here. Soft shoulders, soft face, soft neck. One more. And then as you exhale, lower your arms, straighten your right leg. You can pivot and step your feet back to center. Maybe walk in place, maybe shake out your arms a little bit here. Good. All right. So do a little balancing movement here now. You're gonna come back to your grounded, aligned, and soft mountain pose. And actually for this one, it might be a little easier to have your feet just a little bit closer towards each other. They don't have to touch all the way. In fact, just having a little space, a fist width or so, 1 fist to 2 width apart will help, okay? So let's rest the hands on our hips first. And we're just gonna start with a simple march. Okay, so nice slow march. Bringing your knees up. Okay, and just start by feeling that weight shift between your legs, but not too dramatically where you're tipping out this way or that way. And I'm making it more dramatic here, but try to keep your body lying in that center place as much as you can. Just marching. Okay. And let's add the breath to this. So you're going to inhale, bring one knee up, and exhale, set it down. So it's a little slower now. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we're going to add the arms. So as you inhale and bring that knee, one knee up, you're going to reach your arms up. And then exhale. Other side, inhale, try to stay as center as you can again, and exhale. And if you just have your heels up with your toes gently touching the floor, that's also okay. Okay, whatever. It's just the right amount of challenge for you it is today. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and I'm gonna give you yet another option here. Okay, so next time as you bring your knee up, that standing leg, if you like to challenge yourself, so you can lift a little bit, lift your heels up a little bit, and then exhale. And then inhale, lift your heel up a little bit. And exhale, or even just thinking about, okay, what would it be like if I lift my heel up? So maybe your weight goes a little bit more towards the front of your feet without actually lifting your heel up. And that's totally fine as well. And keep your breath steady. Use your breath and use your arms. Imagine you're just flying up weightlessly, gracefully. Good. Let's do a couple more times each way, each direction, each leg. Steady through your breathing. Inhales and exhales equal in length. Your breath matching the pace of your breath, or your movement matching the pace of your breath, rather. Okay, and finish up your last one. And then as you exhale, come on down. You can walk a little bit, shake out your arms a little bit. Good. And then just let yourself come back to your mountain pose in that grounded, aligned, and soft way. Take a few breaths here. Let your breath settle. A nice long deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Let your belly fill with your breath as well. A couple more. Okay. And then we're going to come back down to a seated position. So grab whatever you need, plus a block this time. And you're going to place that block onto your left side. And take a few moments to get yourself back into that grounded, aligned, and soft seated position. Okay, so with your block on your left side, you're going to lean your left hand into that block and let your torso drape and slouch to that side, towards that side. And bring your right arm up to shoulder height. Turn your palm facing up. Inhale. And exhale, lengthen your arm up toward the ceiling. Okay, so keep your elbows straight, not curving over the head like this, stretching up toward the ceiling. And then you can slightly micro bend this bottom arm so that your body tips just a little bit more to the left side. And you can pivot your wrist and hand in whichever direction that feels best for your wrist here. And then soften your waist, your hip crease, and your lower back. Inhale. And exhale, stretch out through your arm, hand, and fingers. Let your neck slightly relax. Soften your face. And then to come out, to lower your right arm and press yourself up. Okay. And then we'll do the other side. So bring your block over to your right hand side, and then lean your right hand into that block. Okay, so you're leaning and slouching towards that right side. Bring your left arm up to shoulder height and turn your palm facing upwards. Inhale. And exhale, reach your left arm up toward the ceiling. Okay, so again, not bending at the elbow, not towards the right side, but up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then you can micro bend the bottom arm, the one that's leaning on the block. And if you need, pivot your hand and fingers so your wrist is in a more comfortable position. Soften your waist and hip crease and lower back. Inhale. And exhale, reach and extend through your arm, hand, and fingers. Soften your face and neck. Soften your hip creases once more. And then to come out, lower your left arm, press yourself up, and rest your hands back onto your thighs. Good. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath in. When you exhale, drop your shoulders as you sigh with sound and let out a sound. Ah! And then in between, just take an easy breath in, easy breath out. And then we'll do another one. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, drop and sigh. Ah! With sound. Whatever sound that wants to come out. And then easy breath in, easy breath out. And then last one. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale. Ah! And then letting yourself just sit in that quiet stillness after those sighs. And then with this same inner quietness, we'll transition to Shavasana. So you can set up your props or bring a chair in to elevate your legs as you lie down on your back. And any other props you need to be comfortable. Make sure the back of your knees are resting all the way against the edge of your chair. And that you can also support your head with something underneath, like a pillow or folded blanket. You can rest your hands over your belly with your arms and elbows resting by your side. And take a few moments to settle in. Cultivate a sense of heaviness as you lean down into the earth, but also a sense of spaciousness within your body. Give yourself another few breaths. And when you feel ready, you can start to move and stretch a little bit. And bring your knees into your chest. And then roll over to one side. Press yourself up.